We're back.
Roll back the rock.
So yeah, we started with X3 and now we're on Mega Man X.
That one car needs to go to the shop. Did you see the smoke coming out of the back of it?
Yeah, I thought this was the future. Where's the electric cars? You know what I'm talking about, Garrett?
Where's the hover cars?
Where's the Tesla?
Dude, I just watched, or not watched, but I read a Reddit post about how basically Elon Musk is a total fucking scumbag, kind of.
Really?
Not even kind of, like definitely kind of a scumbag.
What did he do?
Well, let me pull it back up.
He sold poison milk to school children. But while Garrett's looking for that, I just wanted to say about hover cars. They actually made one like a long time ago. It was like in the 70s or something, but like the problem is it kept like flipping over. And I don't know if they ever really solved that.
Makes sense. I wouldn't want to drive a hover car in the 70s.
But you would think somewhere
they were like they
40
invented
years,
like a salad tosser in the 70s.
You would think somehow in the 40 years between now and then they would have improved it though, but maybe there's no money in it, I don't know.
I think it would just be too crazy if people were driving those all over the place. Anyways.
Yeah, so first, I guess this depends on where you lie with political affiliations a little bit, but
what affiliations?
Like political affiliations a little bit.
Political, okay, yeah.
Because he is a union buster and has crushed any attempt for Tesla workers to join the United Auto Workers Union.
Right.
He fired a worker for testing positive for THC, which is, the psychoactive drug in weed, I believe.
Marijuana.
Yeah, and then goes on Joe Rogan's podcast and smokes weed.
Right.
And he fired her because she was one of the leading activists and trying to get him to join the United Auto Workers Union. And then...
You okay
Tesla,
right now? Did you eat like spicy food?
Me? No, I just finished eating.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm coughing a bit.
You're okay. Don't worry.
Employees at Tesla suffer twice as many serious workplace injuries as at any other auto plant.
Yeah.
He was
in the
forced to
States, but go on.
Yeah, probably in the States. Forced to pay out about $4 million in a class action lawsuit to 4,100 SpaceX employees who the company refused to allow them to take legally mandated breaks during the workday as a consequence of how the company structured its shift patterns. Uses public money to fund private ventures, costing taxpayers $4.9 billion.
For that one, get in line, but yeah.
That one is that one is name a fucking big business Apple, Microsoft,
exactly.
Every big business does that. Wants to privatize space travel, leaving colonization exploration to the ultra rich. Which that one I'm like,
that's kind of subjective.
I agree.
But yeah.
He is not a self-made man. His father was very rich South African man who owns an emerald mine. Basically got a small loan of $1 million from his daddy.
That's not really I don't
really hold that against him.
I don't hold that against him, except it needs to be known that he didn't fucking build himself up from scratch.
Right.
The thing about the space, sorry, just before you go on, I just wanted to say about the space colonization, leaving it for the ultra rich. It's like, well, if the government does it, what do you think? It's going to be Joe Lunchpail up there? You know what I mean? It'll be the same shit, but go on.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if the government would, there would be more opportunities for people, like...
I feel like it should be the first people
privatized,
to go...
you can buy your way onto it, right? And if a government did it, it's a little bit more merit-based, I would say.
The first people are up there and, like, paving the way, though, should be the best of the best. Not the richest of the rich, but
Yeah,
I think it kind of goes hand in hand. I guess I don't know.
Not
Well,
necessarily.
I mean, often people who are rich have the best opportunities because their parents can afford
Yeah.
high-quality private education. And, anyways,
Yeah.
go on.
Takes advantage of international crises to raise Tesla's stock price. In one case, Musk promised to fix Puerto Rico's power grid after it was devastated by Hurricane Maria. And this one, yeah, it's like he does, I think, throw himself into too many like world events. Like he's always trying to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like that's a businessman promoting his business. Like, can you really fault him for that?
Well, I mean, like again, he throws himself into everything though. Like, and
He's kind of
but
like
that's
he's
just
made
the modern
hims-
age. Every shithead celebrity has an
Well,
opinion on everything.
he's made himself the face of his company, and it's like him being a person. He has an opinion on all these world events, right? Like,
yeah, I mean that's fair.
I think it's just like good marketing.
Despite being hailed as a leader in the fight against climate change, he donates 7 times more money to Republicans, and if you're not aware, Republicans are very anti-climate change for the most part. Fired his assistant of 12 years for asking for a raise. Divorced his wife after telling her that his life operated quite smoothly in her absence.
Well, that's...
I don't know.
I mean,
Some of these are
Nobody
just
really
like
knows what went on
The
there.
personal shit, like these last two, like the fucking fired his assistant and his wife, and not holding much value in, like,
Who really knows
Personal-
what went on there?
yeah, like,
yeah. Look at Johnny Depp, right? Everyone.
And then-
yeah.
And then, of course, he offered to build a mini submarine to save the kids in Thailand, and
Yeah.
whenever criticized, called one of the rescuers a pedophile, which
Yeah.
was
I
not
remember
good.
that
I
shitstorm.
think that was just like, the fuck are you doing kind of thing. Tried to destroy a whistleblower after his unsafe violations were exposed. So I guess this one relates to his workplace accidents happening more often in Tesla plants than anywhere else. So
I don't know. I don't know. Some of the stuff I agree with this list. It's like, okay, that's a little scummy, but like, what billionaire is perfect?
Well, that's kind of not a good way to look at it.
But like he's the lesser of two evils kind of thing. It's like
I don't know. I would have to see a list.
like who's your favorite billionaire?
Well, that's the thing.
Bezos,
Like most of them,
Bezos, or
yeah, but that's the
or
thing.
Elon?
Mike. Most of them we don't know. He's one of the few ones that are public. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them,
very public.
yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
I don't know if even a favorite billionaire is like
Oh my god.
it's not even like fun to think about. Like, oh, my favorite billionaire.
I mean, he's
Well, no,
probably
I'm just saying, like it's a lesser of two evil thing.
He's probably better.
I don't even think it's that.
He still sounds better than Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, but I mean, that's a pretty small list, you know?
Exactly.
Bill
Yeah, but
Gates was amazing. He only destroyed companies, Eric.
Now he just wears like little
Him and his-
sweaters, and he's like, I think
He
pizza
helps
pops.
with,
I think pizza pops
with
cost
vaccines.
$74. I'm kooky. Did you guys hear about that when he was on the Ellen show?
I'm not even
Yeah,
surprised. Like, the
yeah,
George
sure.
Bush thing happened, too. I mean, rich
Oh, where
people
he
don't fucking go... Rich people don't go shopping. Like,
Yeah, the George Bush thing was he was amazed by like the
Cost of
scanners at the
bananas.
supermarket because he'd never
Yeah.
seen one before.
Yeah.
and the cost of bananas. He's like, how much does a banana cost? And this was in, like, what, the
1980s
90s?
or something.
He was president in the 90s, I think. 92? I think it was when Clinton won. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
maybe
late,
you're right.
late 80s, early 90s. And he was like, "What's the price of a banana? Like $1? A single banana is $1?" And then people were just like,
It was probably
"Oh,
like
what the
10 cents
fuck?"
back then.
Yeah, it is. $1 could buy you a bushel, or not a bushel, but like a thing of bananas.
Bunch.
Bundle, yeah, a bunch.
So
Fucking,
I'm gonna say
thing-
real quick. I'm just gonna say this is the best song in this game.
Yeah, we're gonna talk over it. Sorry, go ahead, Eric.
The thing about Bill Gates, though, the thing is, like, if you're a billionaire, can't you afford a better fucking haircut? Like a lawnmower went over that thing.
I think he just doesn't give a fuck at this point. Like, if you're a billionaire, why the fuck do you care?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I
give a
guess that's
fuck.
true.
It's like, yeah, I get my haircut. I go to the same person every fucking time I get my haircut.
I
I'm a
think
billionaire. Fuck off.
there's that,
that's
like-
my attitude.
there's that like meme picture or something that goes around where it's like people without money and they got like the expensive watch and the expensive clothes on, and they're all like, you know, they look like they have money, and then it's like people with actual money and it's just like a normal guy. And I think
Yeah,
that's
Well, that's definitely not always true. But when I used to work at this restaurant, and the guy who owned it was like the richest guy in the town. Like by global standards, he's not rich, but you know, he was a millionaire in a town of like 20,000 people. So, you know, he was rich. He never had to work. He owned the building that this restaurant was in, and he definitely had millions in the bank. And the guy had started life as a farmer, and if you saw him, he just looked like some bum you'd see riding a tractor somewhere.
yeah.
But that's not always true. I mean, there are a lot of
It's
these
not always
rich celebrities who you know, wear their stupid little fucking like $90,000 Supreme watches or whatever the fuck these idiots spend their money on.
I feel like the people that do the millionaires that do that now are like the influencers.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
don't
feel like business people that got their money from business
Yeah.
or like tech or something. They're
They're kind of a
probably
different
not
breed.
wearing- Yeah.
Yeah.
Influencers are that's what they're supposed to do. That's
that's
literally
also
what
rich.
they do is influence with what they wear, what they do, what they eat, like everything.
I was just
the
gonna-
lifestyle.
I was just gonna say I don't understand like watch culture. Like I don't understand why somebody would have to spend a lot of money for a watch when you have a watch on your cell phone. Like
I like
I don't-
wear.
well-
It's more for the accessory. It's like, why do some people wear rings?
You know what the interesting thing about watch culture is like okay, like back in the day before everybody had the time on their cell phone, you know, watch culture was a huge thing. Like the better watch, everybody had to have a watch.
I wore a
So,
watch
like-
in the 90s.
So, but hold on, let me finish. So it's like the better watch you could afford. It was like a status thing. But then they came out with digital watches in the 80s. So then all of a sudden it was like, you know, a lot of people just had the old fucking cheap little Casio.
Yeah.
But now we've reached a point where everybody has the time with them. So there is no more market for a cheap digital watch. So anybody who's into watches now is into it for the fashion or the status symbol, which is why, like,
Or even
really
like the mechanics of
complex.
the watch.
And, like, yeah, if you ever read anything about watchmaking, like, the fact that they can make something with no electricity that's just purely mechanical gears
Yeah, it's
that can, like, set alarms and tell you the phases of the moon and shit, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It is an art.
Yeah. I just don't. I
Yeah,
just
and, like,
don't want to wear
the
a
tiny,
watch.
the tiny gears and stuff. Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's-
It's
that's
literally all just
the
tiny
thing.
gears.
It's like I don't want to fucking. I don't care about my car,
Yeah.
but other people do.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just it's.
Yeah, but at
It's
least a
hobby
car.
for
At least a
people.
car gets you somewhere.
I
It's just.
mean,
I just don't. I
Yeah,
don't.
but
I.
any car can get you somewhere. I don't need a. They don't need a fucking Ferrari or Rolls Royce to get them there.
Yes, I understand that argument. I'm just saying, but you have a watch or you have a phone with the time. There's 0 point in my mind to own a watch.
See, I agree with you, but at the same time, like, if you read about mechanical watchmaking, it really is an art, and it's pretty
Yes,
amazing.
no one is arguing that.
There's 0 point to wear a bracelet or a necklace or rings too, and people do that.
Do I wear
Mhm.
jewelry?
I'm not talking about you.
Yeah,
You're
we're
not
just
everyone
saying in
the world.
general.
I'm just
What animal is this guy supposed to be?
He's an 8.
A gorilla.
Oh.
I almost died there.
Man, you're owning him.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
That punch takes a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I was trying to dodge that. Man, I died a lot.
You kinda not good at these X-Men games.
It's been a while.
X-Boy games.
You should play X2. And we'll see how good you are.
I thought X2 was the worst of the 3.
People like it.
I've never
Yeah, I know
played
that.
these games in my life though, so why would I?
You always... I don't know, man. I usually see... Everybody seems to like this one, but... I can't talk tonight for some reason.
X3 is one of the most hated. It is definitely the most hated on the Super Nintendo.
There are a lot of people who don't like X2, though.
The ones I always see everyone talking about are X, X2, and X4. And X4 is really good. X is really good. I don't like
What kind
X2.
of fucking boring, smooth brain communities are you guys in? That they're talking about fucking X-Men games.
Gamers?
Is this an X-Men game?
X-Boy games, whatever.
I miss that meme.
Oh, an armadillo.
I miss that meme of the smooth brain.
I love
Oh,
that.
there's still tons of smooth... I see smooth brain, like, new ones all the time.
Yeah, but you go to 4chan, so... Where it's... Everyone on
My
4chan
favorite-
thinks they're an intellectual.
My favorite is the one where the guy has a blender on top of his head and it's like grinding his brain up.
Can't say I've seen that one.
Yeah. Is he trying to get a smooth brain? Is that the joke?
Yeah, like...
I guess, yeah. Or it's just like something you post when somebody's being a total idiot, you know? It's like, oh, look at him go!
Look at him go. He's just destroying that cavern.
He's tunneling.
Tearing through it like a dick through a tight virgin puss.
How did he not kill these bats?
He needs to talk to Tunnel Rhino, am I right?
Am I right, folks?
Oh, just kill the things behind you, bro. Come on. They're fucking you
Oh,
up.
dude, I just realized those things are in like every one of the original
Yeah,
Mega Man games,
Where
but they only put them in this one.
I think
Next.
so, yeah. There's
So
also...
they're not in 3.
in this level, there's we already passed it, I think, but there is a bat from Mega Man, like the exact model or whatever. It looks similar but different, and it always drops a 1-up.
Do you think it bothers people that I call it X-Man or X-Boy?
Probably.
Probably. There's probably someone screaming at their monitor right now. That's just what I assume somebody's doing on all our videos.
But I
Yeah.
forget what it's called because it's such a shit
Mega
game.
Man. Mega Man, Mega Man.
Mega Man, I want your pussy.
Well, look at you go. Oh, you jumped off of it. What the
I
fuck?
wanted the hell.
You're supposed to ride that all the way. You're full.
Strafe.
Check your menu. You're full.
Not
Oh, no,
anymore,
you're
I'm not.
That's 'cause
Not
you're bad.
me.
Nah.
Can't dodge the hammer, bro.
Oh, you know what? That's a good comparison, Garrett. Good job.
I'm good at video games and stuff. You done fucked up,
No,
kid.
we need to... Okay.
You need to land right on top of them. Do you like clicking people? That's Mike trying.
Come on. Okay. So, an X and I believe X2, there is an exploit. When you dash and shoot the lemon, it does 2 points of damage.
Ah.
Mmm.
So that's why that's why I was mashing there.
You saved
are
like
you-
2 frames?
Eric, are you watching Deep Space Nine too?
No.
No.
Why not?
Eric would never watch anything.
I've watched. What are you talking about? I've seen a bunch of
Eric
Deep Space
loves
Nine.
Deep Space Nine.
My favorite are the episodes with Jake Beanpole. Why do you stand up for him so much? He always runs around like a scared little beanpole.
I don't like the clothing. The commoner clothing in Star Trek is the most cringiest fantasy clothing I have ever seen, dude.
I don't understand why you like always fucking talk about Jake and the one episode where he's like fucking running away.
Because that's Eric.
I'm not a hero.
Because you're bringing something up, and
I
he
watched
has
that
to
episode
say
the other
the
day
same
and I was
thing.
like, damn, this is a good fucking episode.
It was a good episode. I'm just making fun of the idiot.
Because it's just like it amplifies like the real tragedy of war and like the real cost of war.
Can we talk
I'm
about?
not arguing that.
Can we talk about the cost?
Just like how.
Can we talk about the cost of war next time?
Maybe.
Well, we'll see you next time then.